Early Indus Valley communities established agricultural foundations. They cultivated key crops such as wheat, barley, and cotton. These communities pioneered the spinning and weaving of cotton. This showcases their early technological advancements in textile production. Trade networks began to develop during the early Harappan period. These networks facilitated the exchange of various materials across regions. Lapis lazuli was imported from Afghanistan through these trade routes. Carnelian was sourced from Gujarat and distributed via trade. Shells from coastal regions were also part of this exchange, indicating interconnectedness. The early Harappan period saw the development of a shared cultural identity. This identity was fostered through common pottery styles across the region. Terracotta figurines also contributed to this cultural unification. The use of stamp seals further reinforced the shared cultural identity, setting the stage for the mature Harappan civilization. Around 2600 BCE, significant urban transformations occurred in the Harappan civilization. Villages evolved into meticulously planned urban centers. This evolution demonstrates advanced urban planning capabilities. Cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa were constructed following strict grid patterns. Streets in these cities intersected at precise right angles, showcasing organized design. The mature Harappan period saw widespread use of standardized bricks. These bricks were fire-baked for durability and uniformity. A consistent 4:1 ratio was maintained across a large geographical area. This standardization implies a central authority or strong cultural norms. During the mature Harappan period, most houses included private bathrooms and latrines. These facilities were connected to a sophisticated city-wide sewer system. The sewer system was constructed with brick and covered for hygiene. Drains ran along the streets to collect and channel waste. Manholes were strategically placed for easy maintenance and cleaning of the drainage system. Mohenjo-Daro was the largest city of the mature Harappan period. The city contained the Great Bath, a notable structure. The Great Bath was a waterproofed public tank. It was likely used for ritual purification purposes. The structure demonstrates advanced engineering and social practices of the time. Mohenjo-Daro featured a large granary, highlighting its function in managing agricultural surplus. The granary served as a central point for storing harvested grains. It also facilitated the distribution of food resources across the city. This indicates a sophisticated system of food management. The existence of the granary reflects the civilization's capacity for large-scale organization. It demonstrates advanced planning and resource allocation within the Harappan society. Harappa, mirroring Mohenjo-Daro in design, was a significant urban center. The city was characterized by its massive walls, indicating a need for defense. Harappa also featured large granaries, essential for storing agricultural surplus. These granaries highlight Harappa's role as a key hub for agricultural trade. The fortifications suggest concerns about protection and control of resources. Harappa's infrastructure underscores its importance in the Harappan civilization. Dholavira was known for its advanced water management systems. The city featured a series of massive reservoirs. These reservoirs were designed to store monsoon rainwater. This system demonstrates an innovative approach to water conservation. The water management system was crucial in Dholavira's arid environment. Dholavira, a city of the mature Harappan period, contained a notable signboard. The signboard was inscribed with 10 large symbols of the Indus script. The inscription likely served to announce the city's name or a significant message. This artifact is a unique find, unparalleled in other Harappan sites. It represents a key aspect of Harappan communication and symbolic expression. The Indus script remains undeciphered, hindering full understanding of the signboard's meaning. Lothal was a prominent port city during the mature Harappan period. It featured a dockyard that was directly connected to the sea. This dockyard provides evidence of extensive maritime trade. Lothal engaged in international commerce with regions like Mesopotamia. The port highlights the Harappan civilization's active role in global trade networks. The mature Harappan period reveals unique societal characteristics. A key feature is the absence of grand structures dedicated to rulers. This absence suggests a focus on collective well-being. The society prioritized community needs over individual glorification. This egalitarian aspect sets the Indus Valley Civilization apart. It distinguishes them from other ancient hierarchical societies. The Harappans employed a script consisting of over 400 unique symbols. Examples of this script are primarily found on small stone seals. The Harappan script has not yet been deciphered by modern scholars. The undeciphered script poses a significant obstacle to understanding Harappan culture. It also hinders a complete reconstruction of Harappan history. The mature Harappan period featured a standardized system of weights. This system employed a base unit of approximately 13.6 grams. The weights were crafted with high precision to ensure accuracy. Standardized weights were used uniformly throughout the Harappan civilization. This standardization promoted fair trade practices across the region. Consistent weights facilitated reliable transactions and economic activity. Harappan seals discovered in Mesopotamian cities like provide evidence of ancient trade links. Ancient Mesopotamian texts mention a region named Meluha. Meluha is widely considered to be the Indus Valley region. The presence of Harappan artifacts in Mesopotamia suggests active trade between the two regions. This trade facilitated cultural exchange between the Harappan and Mesopotamian civilizations. The late Harappan period faced significant climate change and river shifts. A key factor was the drying up of the Saraswati River. This environmental change devastated the region's agricultural base. The loss of agricultural productivity forced populations to migrate. Migration patterns shifted towards the east and south. Deforestation for fuel and brickmaking was prevalent during the late Harappan period. This deforestation led to significant soil erosion in the region. Soil salinization also increased, further damaging the land. Reduced agricultural productivity due to environmental degradation contributed to the civilization's decline. The late Harappan period saw the decline and abandonment of cities in the Indus Valley. A key factor was the disruption of the Mesopotamian economic network. This disruption led to economic collapse within the Indus Valley Civilization. The collapse highlights the Indus Valley's dependence on external trade. The Indus Valley relied on external trade for economic stability. The late Harappan period saw a decline in urban centers. A complex system of central administration was essential for maintaining city infrastructure. Ecological and economic pressures strained this administrative system. The central administration's ability to maintain infrastructure weakened. This breakdown led to a collapse of complexity within the civilization. The collapse of complexity accelerated the civilization's overall decline. The late Harappan period saw a significant shift in population distribution. People dispersed into smaller, more rural villages. This dispersal was particularly noticeable in the Gangetic Plain and Gujarat regions. This population shift marked the decline of urban centers. It signaled the end of the Harappan urban civilization. The period represents a transition from urban to rural lifestyles for many. The Harappan civilization was lost to historical knowledge until the 1920 seconds. Archaeological excavations at Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro led to its rediscovery. These excavations unveiled a sophisticated and advanced urban culture. The Harappan civilization rivaled other contemporary ancient societies in its complexity. Agricultural practices were integrated into Vedic culture. Dietary staples like wheat became part of the Vedic diet. Lentils were also adopted as a key food source. Certain religious symbols were assimilated into Vedic traditions. This demonstrates the civilization's lasting cultural influence. The impact is particularly evident in South Asian culture. The reverence for the pipal tree is a notable aspect of ancient religious practices. A possible proto-Shiva figure also holds significance in these early religious contexts. These symbols and figures may have been integrated into later religious traditions. This absorption indicates a continuation of specific cultural elements. It also demonstrates the endurance of certain religious elements over time. The persistence of these symbols highlights the evolving nature of religious practices. The Indus Valley Civilization demonstrated advanced urban planning and social structures. This was achieved without the need for warrior kings or monumental architecture. Efficient infrastructure was a hallmark of their society. Fair trade practices contributed to their societal stability. The civilization's enduring mystery adds to its historical significance.